Now, let's dive into what's arguably one of the most anticipated updates in recent months. There's a major shift in the Iraqi dinar expected tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. This isn't just another rumor or speculative wave. This shift has the potential to directly impact investors, economists, and anyone watching the Middle East's evolving financial landscape. What's happening with the dinar right now is deeply tied to larger political, economic, and international developments. And understanding these elements can give you a major advantage when it comes to making sound financial decisions. We're starting to see major geopolitical movements that are likely influencing this shift. A prominent Iraqi politician recently recommended that Prime Minister al-Sudani extend an invitation to former U.S. President Donald Trump to attend the Baghdad summit. This suggestion might seem symbolic, but it has strategic implications. Trump's presence in the region could help Iraq solidify its position as a more neutral player on the global stage, signaling a move away from long-standing regional influences, particularly from Iran. This could foster more international trust, drive foreign investments, and eventually have a positive impact on the value of the Iraqi dinar. On the economic front, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, recently updated its world economic outlook, and Iraq's economy is projected to contract by 1.5% in 2025. While this might sound discouraging, it's important to consider the broader context. The IMF's forecast is based on a complex set of global factors, including oil prices, domestic policy changes, and regional stability. Despite the contraction prediction, Iraq continues to show signs of reform and development in key sectors. The World Bank is also engaged in important discussions with Iraq's Ministry of Planning, tracking progress on numerous infrastructure and development projects. These collaborations suggest that Iraq is committed to stabilizing and growing its economy in the long run. When international institutions like the World Bank praise Iraq's progress, that sends a message to global investors. This is a country on the path to recovery, and its currency could strengthen as a result. Let's talk about the concept of the dinar shift. What does this mean in practical terms? Essentially, this refers to a sudden or significant change in the exchange rate or perceived value of the Iraqi dinar, especially in global forex markets. The timing of this potential shift, 8 a.m. tomorrow, is based on predictions from analysts and recent trends that indicate increased market volatility. Political events, economic reports, oil production news, and even diplomatic gestures like Trump's possible invitation all feed into market sentiment and currency value. If you're someone who holds Iraqi dinar as part of your portfolio, now is the time to evaluate your strategy. Should you hold for the long term or consider selling part of your holdings if the value increases sharply? That decision depends on your financial goals, risk tolerance, and interpretation of current events. Imagine you bought dinars when prices were low. Tomorrow could be an opportunity to lock in profits. On the flip side, if you believe Iraq is just beginning to rise economically, holding long-term could yield greater returns down the road. It's also important to understand what drives these fluctuations. Political reforms, oil exports, debt restructuring, and trade agreements all play a role. Additionally, global investor confidence can spike or dip based on how Iraq is perceived in international media and markets. That's why keeping up with real-time news and participating in online discussions can give you a strategic edge. Don't just rely on headlines, engage, research, and analyze. Another key development discussed in this video involves the Central Bank of Iraq, which has authorized select banks and exchange companies in Baghdad and other provinces to allow pilgrims to exchange Iraqi dinars for U.S. dollars. This is a practical solution to meet high demand, particularly among travelers, but it also reflects deeper economic dynamics. This move makes U.S. dollars more accessible in Iraq, especially during religious pilgrimage seasons. It helps ease dollar shortages while also maintaining the local relevance of the Iraqi dinar. Some observers might interpret this initiative as a sign of an imminent revaluation, RV, or reinstatement of the dinar. However, while it's certainly a significant step, it doesn't confirm a revaluation. It does, however, show that Iraq is moving toward more flexible and practical currency policies, which could lay the groundwork for bigger changes in the future. This dual currency model, where both dinars and dollars are used for certain transactions, reveals both progress and potential risks. On one hand, it's convenient for pilgrims and boosts confidence in Iraq's financial institutions. On the other, it could lead to an increased reliance on the U.S. dollar, which may slow Iraq's efforts to de-dollarize its economy. If citizens begin to prefer storing value in dollars rather than dinars, that could present challenges for long-term monetary policy. For visitors to Iraq, this new exchange policy means fewer headaches when it comes to accessing currency. If you're planning a trip, knowing which banks are approved for dollar exchanges can save you time and confusion. Make sure you carry proper ID and monitor exchange rates to get the best value when converting your money. In conclusion, the expected dinar shift at 8 a.m. tomorrow is more than just a number on a screen. It's a reflection of deep and ongoing changes in Iraq's political and economic systems. Whether it marks a turning point or simply another step forward, it's an opportunity for those who are informed and prepared. Make sure you stay connected, stay updated, and most importantly, stay smart with your financial strategies. If this video brought you value, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who are following the Dinar story. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future updates. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think a revaluation is coming soon? What's your plan for the upcoming shift? Your insight might help someone else make the right decision. Stay focused, stay informed, and until next time, keep your eyes on the market and your goals in mind.